Hello, Scorpio. Thank you for being here. So glad you could make it. I hope you're all doing well. Scorpio, welcome to your monthly money and finances forecast. I've already shuffled and laid out your spread. We're going to get into your reading, Scorpio. Stick around because at the end, we're going to take a look at what is the final message that can come through for you and as well guidance. So let's get started, Scorpio. Now, Scorpio, your overall energy around your money and finances is you have the Hermit. Now, with the Hermit here, there could be you dealing with a Virgo, but you may be going into introspection about your money and finances. Your money and finances is where you are needing to analyze it, deliberate over it. With this Hermit energy here, you are being very thoughtful, or there's a need to be very thoughtful about your money and finances here. But I also feel that the Hermit is saying that you're dealing with needing to have a more minimalist approach. There's a need for you to cut corners, to curb spending, or how you go about managing your money and your responsibilities with money here with the Hermit. Okay, the Hermit is also saying that with money and finances, you may be searching or seeking, looking for something to come in for you financially or with money, or searching or seeking for solutions on how to deal with your money and finances and sustain and maintain it. Now, your attitude with your money overall around that Hermit is you do have the Lovers. You could be dealing with a Gemini. But your attitude around your money is you're looking to have harmony with your money and finance situation. You're looking to make head over heart decisions. You're looking to be logical and rational concerning your money and finances here. I also feel that this is you being or needing to be gentle with yourself despite the challenging circumstances, troubles, or difficulties that you're experiencing with money, and focus more on how to make those issues fade away and do that. You also could be focusing with the Lovers on a particular relationship to assist you, or that you're connected to, that has some influence or effect on your money and finances, but looking for or searching for answers that help your money situation and improve it, or scrutinize the situation to see what needs to change. You also could be focusing on commitments at this time, or you may be looking at contracts too. Now, Scorpio, your money and finances situation is the King of Pentacles. Now, I just got to say, the first thing that's coming to mind about this King of Pentacles here for you, Scorpio, is I feel that this is a time that you want to be careful, because you may be turning to eating, compulsive eating with this King of Pentacles while you're dealing with your money and finances. Whether that compulsive eating is because your money and finances is doing well, or that you're finding that you're needing to calculate and manage your finances situation better. The King of Pentacles is saying that your money and finances, this is you focusing on managing your money and finances. This is you focusing on maintaining, but also achieving security and stability, or doing what you need to do to keep having security and stability, or find that you need to constantly manage your money and finances so that it can stay secure and stable. For others of you with the King of Pentacles here, you're doing very well with your money and finances here. You're having success. You are having that Midas touch, that whatever you're doing to manage things is working out, or you're seeing your plans come together. But it's going to take energy and effort. Okay, this is you. Also, you could be feeling a little bit stubborn and a little inflexible, or you may be looking to see how you can create some flexibility for yourself about your money and your needs and goals here, because your energy and attitude on that King of Coins is the Ace of Cups. Now, with this as your energy and attitude with that King of Pentacles, and this is you focusing on the possibilities, okay? On how to manage, on how to secure what you want, on how to have success on what you're creating, or how to maintain and sustain. this Ace of Cups is you focusing on the possibilities. And now those possibilities may be about you taking a chance on creating something to have what you want or create what you want. This is also something could be presented to you, something new, and you finding you needing to make a choice about it. This is also perhaps you taking a risk that pays off, but it may not pay off right away though. This is also perhaps you doing something that may seem a little foolish to you, but you may be doing it anyway. Or you may be questioning it to see if that needs to change and come up with something else. Nonetheless, this is you managing, calculating, taking calculated risks. For some of you, you're doing well at that, where your money is improving. For others of you, you're managing your money that you are able to maintain it and keep it stable. Now, Scorpio, your money and finances situation is the Three of Cups. So with the Three of Cups, you could be focusing on having harmony through the support and cooperation of others and making sure your money and finances is working out and okay. But also I feel that with the Three of Cups here for you, Scorpio, your money and finances situation is that of celebration, perhaps to do with Thanksgiving or some special event where your money is not a priority for you. And so you want to be mindful of that, because your energy and attitude towards this Three of Cups, Scorpio, is you do have this 10 of Wands. Now this 10 of Wands is your energy attitude. This may be you fighting and struggling with yourself, fighting and struggling with the things that you are weighed down by. There may be too many things on your plate that you're trying to deal with, or you may have too many responsibilities. You may be experiencing a lot of burden and feeling overwhelmed financially. You may be doing too many tasks, that spreading your money too thin, or doing too much with your money. There could be you having a difficult task to do concerning money, perhaps between making sure that you manage and stay secure and stable financially with your goals and responsibilities, and as well with the ability to focus on putting money towards celebration or towards being a cooperative support to others, or being able to receive it. The 10 of Wands is also saying be careful of any pointless responsibilities. Be careful of being thrust upon with things and tasks that pull on your money in a way that's pointless, okay, or that you don't need to take responsibility for. So be mindful of what you're carrying. The 10 of Wands is also, you could be dealing with something that's kind of tricky financially, or things may be tricky around your finances, or feeling risky to you. So you be careful, because you want to focus on being able to relieve yourself of the burden. Now, definitely family can be a factor, since we have hearts here with the Three of Cups, and with that Three of Cups energy and this 10 of Wands energy here. So there could be family matters at play here that your money is being put towards. And so you want to be careful not to take on too many responsibilities and not be overwhelmed, or there may be a need for you to see how you may be able to delegate some of the financial responsibilities to someone else that you're close to, or that can be of a support to you. So you may need to share the burden. See how you can share the burden, Scorpio. Or you may be trying to be supportive to someone else and help them with and share in the burden of what they're dealing with, so that everybody can have some harmony and, you know, have a little fun, right? Now, your money situation is the Hangman. So you could be dealing with a Pisces with the Hangman energy here. But with the Hangman here is your money and finances. You could be experiencing some stagnation with money, or there may be an inability to make the kind of moves you want to make financially. There could be something that fails or frustrates you. There may be some uncertainty with money. There may be problems with making decisions, or you may be trying to get some enlightenment about your money and finances situation and how it can be improved. The Hangman is saying that your money situation is at a space where there's a need to focus on the alternatives, or there might be something you need to wait on, but this is you needing to sort some things out with your money and finances, or there's a need to hold off on how you're doing things with your money and finances so that you can come up with better practices or come up with a better system or see if there's a better way that can happen for your money and finances here so that you don't get stuck, or that you can move away from being stuck with the Hangman. And so Scorpio, your attitude towards that Hangman at the end is the Wheel of Fortune. So your attitude is you are focusing on how to make changes, how to shift your money situation towards improving it. You could be experiencing some ups and downs, or there could be an unpredictable change, or just things happen, but this is you focusing on how to shift it, how to change it. You may be doing it from a system of timing, doing things in a certain timing that may come into play that's effective or creates some effectiveness towards how you are looking at alternatives, or making timing a use or mechanism for an alternative with how you're dealing with money. You know what I mean. So but the Hangman is saying there's a need for a pause button. Okay, there's a need to pause here. The Hangman is also saying you could be experiencing a delay. So be careful about the unexpected, and be careful about the actions you're taking to try to create positive shifts, and be mindful of the timing in which you're doing things, or maybe you can have timing at play to help you with this so that your money can be maintained, or you can create more stability. It's like you may be moving things around, or doing something at this particular time opposed to this particular time, because it creates a better situation due to that method of timing. Now, your goal with your money and finances. Your goal with your money is the Five of Cups. So I feel that the goal here is that you're trying to look on the brighter side of things. That even if you have some negative emotions, or as you experience negative emotions about money, perhaps even to do with any loss with money, this is you focusing on coming up with a way to move past the challenges, or despite the challenges with money, you may be focusing on how to have fun. Now, the Five of Cups is also saying you're focusing on how to recover, how to avoid loss, how to have a better and more positive attitude towards your money. That may be your goal as well. This is also the goal of not crying over spilled milk. If you made a mistake, you made a fucking mistake. Move on, right? Or, trying to focus on finding a solution to the challenge, or despite the challenge, right? How do you salvage the situation? Looking for other options here with the Five of Cups is the goal. Looking for other options that are viable and possible for you. Now, your attitude on that Five of Cups as your goal is you do have the Two of Cups. So your attitude with that Five of Cups is, you may not be sure about some things concerning money. You may not be sure about someone or certain persons in terms of money, and your ability to have support, or a backup, or cooperation in a challenging time. This may be you focusing on being able to get support from someone else at a challenging time with this Two of Cups. Two of Cups is saying that you're dealing with things that are unsettling and awkward for you financially here, but you're focusing on how you can create for yourself some emotional balance, some agreement, some partnership, and keep your emotions leveled, right? Despite the awkwardness, despite the challenges that you may be experiencing. But also, you may be struggling to have fun, or you may be trying to have fun despite the struggle. Now, what's crossing you about your money and finances, Scorpio, is the Sun. So you could be dealing with a Leo or an Aries, for me with the Sun. and perhaps even dealing with a Sagittarius. But your attitude towards this sun as your challenge is the Three of Swords. So with the sun as your challenge, this is the challenge of getting positive outcomes. This is the challenge of getting clarity or illumination. This is the challenge of breaking free from difficulties and challenges with money. This is the challenge of your ego, either getting in the way of what needs to happen with money, or your ability to see what's going on with your money. The sun is also saying that there's the challenge of trying to remain positive despite the adversities, believing that your money and finances situation is going to improve. There may be the challenge of trying to improve your money and finances situation. There may be challenges with getting happiness with your money and finances here. Challenges with getting success the way you intend, or with your vision. And so with this Three of Swords being your attitude here, this is the challenge of disappointment, the challenge of seeing, and dealing with setbacks. This is the challenge of feeling hopeless. But see, the thing is here, if you take a look, she's holding a key. And so this is that challenge of you being hopeless about your money and finances, when really the solution is in your hand, and there's a need for you to try to see how to recover. The challenge of whether or not you're going to give in to despair or not. This is about experiencing challenges and setbacks and disappointments, maybe even suffering financially, but instead focusing on taking step-by-step actions that's going to take time, but will improve your situation and allow for you to begin to recover, or for you to see how to have things come together and work out. The Three of Swords, there could be external factors that are going on, or the lack of. The Three of Swords, there could be other individuals. It could be a three-party situation where there's just some problems there. But whatever you're dealing with here, there's a need for you to get clarity and to stay positive despite the adversities, because you do have a key in your hand. And so there is a solution here. There is the way for you to recover, okay? And that possibility could be through turning to someone else, even if that's an awkward thing for you to do. So what's more important, being awkward and doing, not doing what needs to happen, pushing through the awkwardness that you're experiencing and suffering, or experiencing loss and negative emotions, or doing something awkward to have something positive happen in a time of adversity and challenge, so that you can see an improved change. It's up to you with this Three of Swords here. But know that you have the key. You're holding the key. Let me repeat. You're holding the key to this Three of Swords. So don't give into despair. Don't focus on the hopelessness or the seeming hopelessness of a situation. You do have, and there is a solution available for you. Just there's a need for you to get out of your emotions and look on the brighter side, or focus your energies towards how you can salvage it and finding answers for that, because they're there, at least one. And so your likely outcome with your money is the Eight of Wands. And your attitude to that Eight of Wands as your outcome is the Five of Wands. So first thing is, for some of you, because you have the Five of Wands, and five talks about change, challenging change. Some of you, there's going to be some movement and progress, because you're going to be that element of change, okay? You're going to focus on what actions you can take to deal with this. So I feel like with this Eight of Wands, for some of you, you're going to experience progress, or you're going to take swift actions to deal with and address obstacles. For others of you, there's going to be a lot coming at you that you feel like you have to, overcome, get past the hurdles, or, it's an uphill battle because there's this mountain here. And so there may be issues with you getting to the top, or getting on top of this. But the Eight of Wands is saying that there's a need for swift action here. There's a need to focus on progress. And despite the challenges, or how you may have a few things coming at you at once. This is you seeing how to move forward. There also can be some messages back and forth coming in regarding your money and finances, where with this Five of Wands, some of you are going to figure out how to experience progress. So here's what I say to you as your outcome. For some of you, you're going to look at your money finances situation as a struggle and a challenge that you feel a lot of pressure about and a lot of hassle, but you're going to be seeing yourself as struggling, which you shouldn't be doing. Others of you, you're going to be seeing how you can fight, okay? How you can rise in the pressure, how you can walk away from a hassle. Be careful about being rebellious about the difficulties you're dealing with. You want to come at this with positive actions for change, because things are a little chaotic, or there may be a little competition to your goals or what needs to happen with your money. This is you perhaps hitting back, or this is you lying down and taking it. So you decide which side you're going to be on when this Eight of Wands comes in as your outcome. Are you going to take swift action and focus on progress? Or are you going to treat this movement that's going to be quick, like so much is coming at you, and so you just got to take it and deal with the roll? Or you're going to roll with the punches? I feel like this is you rolling with the punches, because on the Five of Wands, your Fool's guidance is the stress fool. It's a 30, which breaks down to a 3, which talks about the Empress energy. The Fool's wisdom here is for you to breathe. So you're going to be experiencing stress with your money and finances no matter what is happening. But this is about you needing to breathe and release that chaotic negative energy, that stress that you are experiencing with your money. Even if it's the stress of trying to fight and make the changes, or even if it's that, or whether you're having struggles with your fight, or having struggles with, lying down and taking it, or going with the punches. This is about you not allowing yourself to be stressed, to instead focus on how you can nurture the situation, how you can perhaps get empathy and sympathy from others to support and help you and aid you at this time if needed, how you can be very creative, how you can build, how you can have progress, okay, how you can have success instead, so that you can have more relief. There is going to be a measure of stress, but this is about coping, okay, and overcoming and changing, okay? So let's take a look at what's an additional message that can come through for you. What's an additional message for Scorpio, if I could just speak, right? What can you tell Scorpio? Acceptance. Thank you, Spirit. Accept your current financial situation and past decisions. Realize that you are in full control of your financial future. So there's a need for acceptance. It looks like, Scorpio, you have a hand in the difficulties that you're experiencing here. And so there's a need to focus on having a hand on changing that and improving it, and not crying over spilled milk, but looking on the brighter side and seeing how you can salvage things, despite despite whether you feel awkward, or there may be something that you need to do that's awkward in order to address it. But acceptance is where you need to be with your situation, so that you can move on this and not sit in it. Let's see what additional message is for you. Spirit, can we have an additional message for Scorpio? What's an additional message for Scorpios about their money and finances? What is a final message for the Scorpios? Money and finances, please. Final message for Scorpios. Money and finances, please. Thank you. You have 2 cards. No more complaining. Complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spiritually. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, Watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. So no more complaining. Get up off your ass and do what you got to do. Okay? If you made mistakes, if you didn't make right choices, if you were thinking with your heart and not your head, if you were splurging, whatever it is, or if you misstepped in some way, that's okay. Forgive yourself. Okay? And now deal with fixing. You may not be able to undo it, but you can certainly start striving towards fixing it. So stop complaining and do what needs to be done to handle it. And also, nobody wants to deal with struggles, but you know what? Complaining isn't the answer to solving it. Your next message is release jealousy. What, Scorpio? What's that about? Jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something, and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's successes inspire rather than frustrate you. If they have it, so can you. Okay? So if you're looking at how others are doing opposed to you, cut that shit out. Okay? That's not serving you, especially if you're not able to look at what others are doing and what they have and feel positive about yourself and what you're doing. Don't be judgmental by what you see, but instead possibly allow yourself to feel convicted, because if there's some things you need to change, then change it. But if you're doing all that you can in your adversities, then have and experience grace with that, because you're still here and you're still fighting and you are still rolling with the punches and you're still doing despite the difficulties. And so you know what? That is iron sharpening iron. And so that's a skill. Now, just sharpen up and use it and go through. I hope these messages help. Like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye, Scorpio.